On the outside, the Swift sports a sleek and modern design. Suzuki have introduced a new Horizon design line that wraps around the vehicle, creating a sense of motion. Rounded shoulder lines give it a sporty edge, while the iconic Suzuki badge proudly sits at the front of the bonnet. Lower headlight positions and L-shaped daytime running lights not only enhance visibility, but also add a touch of sophistication. And check out those clear rear tailgate lights.
MixxFM News for the one cleaning service. Steam cleaning, windows, commercial cleaning and more. Bradbury Lane, Horsham, or find them on Facebook. Part of the Ace Radio Network, 94.5, 98.5 and 101.3 MixxFM.
20 degrees in Melbourne, sunny today in the top of 29. It's 9 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Dennis O'Kane. Israel's wider government is meeting to vote on the Gaza ceasefire after the Security Cabinet made the recommendation to approve the deal. Jessica Millwood has the latest.
Another major step forward today, Israel's Security Cabinet approving the ceasefire deal. That's despite fierce political opposition. The full government is now meeting. The ceasefire is due to come into effect on Sunday afternoon. That's when 3 of the first 33 hostages will be released from captivity in Gaza. The first of the Palestinian prisoners will be released. The fighting will stop and aid will start flowing into the enclave. In Tel Aviv, Jessica Millward, 9 News.
Pro-Palestinian protesters will rally in Melbourne CBD tomorrow, despite the Israeli government getting closer to formally ratifying a ceasefire deal. Rallies have been held every weekend since the October 7 Hamas attack last year. Organiser Josh Lee says he wants to see the Israeli government fully commit to the terms of the agreement.
We're demanding that it be a permanent ceasefire, which Israel actually abides by, because we know already, if we look at the so-called ceasefire deal in Lebanon, Israel has breached that deal hundreds of times and continues to bomb and occupy southern Lebanon.
Religious community leaders are calling for a united approach to tackle anti-Jewish hate. Both Muslim and Jewish groups say they're willing to meet and find a way of bringing both communities together to stop repeated anti-Semitic attacks both in Melbourne and Sydney. Novak Djokovic has joined the chorus of players calling out bad crowd behaviour at this year's Australian Open. Here's Eddie Summerfield.
It's been a common catch cry from umpires throughout this year's Australian Open.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Players are ready.
Novak Djokovic, the latest player to call out crowd behaviour after a fan in his third-round match was making line calls mid-rally.
You know, on the court it's frustrating, so it comes in a bad moment. And
crowds have been in the spotlight, reaching a crescendo during Danielle Collins' win over local hope Destiny Ayava on Thursday.
I'm going to be out here for 2.5 hours and putting up with all these people. I might as well just take the bigger paycheck.
Djokovic praising the American, forecasting he would have handled himself a little differently.
I think she handled it really well. I don't think I would be that polite.
Covering the Australian Open, Eddie Summerfield, 9 News.
Donald Trump's presidential inauguration ceremony is being moved indoors due to extreme cold weather in Washington. The last time it was held inside was for the 1985 swearing in of Ronald Reagan. To finance, and the Dow Jones closed up 334 points, and $1 Australian is buying 62 US cents.
Sport for Horsham Bearings. Darlot Street. See the district's largest range of industrial supplies in-store and online at horshambearings.com.au.
Aussie Alexander Vucic has gone down in an epic late-nighter at the Australian Open, beaten by the Brit Jack Raper. A straight sets win for Novak Djokovic over Thomas Markac to reach the fourth round. Djokovic says despite the straight sets win, he faced a tough opponent.
I knew it was going to be a tough test. I thought I didn't expect, to be honest, I always hope, but I didn't expect myself to win in straight sets against him, because he's in red hot form, and, I'm still to find the best tennis myself. But I think I prepared myself very well and played a terrific match.
While weather in Sydney has washed out the Big Bash game between crosstown rivals, the Sixers and the Thunder, the teams forced to share the points. Ash Gardner has scored her first international century as Australia tightens its grip on the women's Ashes.
In her first ever One Day International 100. Ash Gardner takes the helmet off, raises the bat, and can enjoy this moment here in Hobart.
The call on Fox Cricket, the Aussies lead the multi-format series 6-0. Arsenal have secured a 2-1 win over Tottenham, closing the gap on Premier League ladder leaders Liverpool by 4 points. It's 9:05, and that's the latest news in sport.
Win 25k in gold and help kids in need. Get your tickets in the Variety Ace Radio raffle. Head to mix1013.com.au for details. During times of emergency, stay with us on Mix FM, your official emergency broadcaster.
Stand out from your competition with Ace Digital. Get the attention of your customers online with a fully designed and developed website. Details at ace.digital.
See situations vacant as part of the weekly advertisers online classifieds. Mix FM weather for DHK Tyres. Servicing and mechanical. Your one-stop shop. Car servicing, brakes, tyres and much more. Bottom of the overpass, Mill Street, Horsham.
Your forecast for the Wimmera, fine and sunny conditions for us today. Winds east to northeasterly to 25 kilometres and easing this afternoon. Today's fire danger rating is moderate. Fine and mostly sunny again tomorrow with east to northeasterly winds. Tops in the mid to high 30s. Tops in the mid to high 30s again on Monday. Fine though partly cloudy. Fine and sunny and tops in the mid 30s Tuesday. Today a top of 34 degrees in Horsham. Stawell and Ararat expecting a top of 32.
Macca's new Cadbury Crunchy McFlurry range and Crunchy Frappe is here for a limited time. So, Macca's run?
Right now it's 19.